I've just seen the end of Discovery, and oh my god. Welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. Okay, there's going to be a couple of kind of spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the episode yet, but I'm only going to be talking about the last couple of minutes of the episode. I'm not going to drop any spoilers for the actual story and how the story throughout the 10 episodes of this season have gone. Just going to talk about the last couple of minutes because, first of all, if you're a regular SciTrekker, you'll know that I hate Star Trek Discovery, the first season in particular. Hate it. But I've actually quite enjoyed Discovery Season 5 because unlike many other channels, this channel on SciTrek doesn't have an agenda. We just say what we genuinely believe. If we like something, we'll tell you. If we don't like something, we'll tell you. But the most important thing is we'll tell you why. And we won't hide behind pretty words or, nonsense. We will just tell you honestly. So, in this case, I've actually quite enjoyed Season 5 of Discovery. But why did the final episode irritate me? Well, once the story arc for the season had finished, it flashes forward in time. First spoiler, there you go. And we see Book and Michael Burnham as an older couple. They're together, yay. We then see Burnham taking the Discovery out for the final time. First irritation. They're not decommissioning the Discovery here. What they're doing is they've set up some sort of weird mystery that she's going to be going out into deep space, and then she's told she's just got to wait, and then there's something to do with the craft that is going to come and find the Discovery in the future, and the Discovery's going to come back, and you'll meet their descendants, and blah blah blah. So they're not just ending the Discovery; they've set something up for the future. Now I don't know what that something is. Is it going to be something to do with the Academy? Is it going to be something else? I'm wondering if it's going to be Section 31 movie with Michelle Yeoh. I don't know yet, but I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon. My problem with it is they're acting like this has a future with Discovery and that this isn't the end. It should be. All right, this season has been okay. I've not hated it. I'm not going to go as far as saying it's been great, but it's been good. It's been good enough anyway. But it's too little too late. Let's be honest. The whole bit about this finale and this whole section at the end, though, irritates me because it's been done in a way of like, when you get a really successful series and they have that big wave goodbye, that's quite, traditional with series. When a series is done really, really well, that's what this episode is set up as. So what they've done is they've set this up as like Star Trek The Next Generation, which was massively successful and reignited Star Trek. And they had like that final double episode and they waved goodbye to, we waved goodbye to the crew. They did that with Discovery. My problem is Discovery doesn't deserve that sort of episode. It doesn't deserve the good goodbye. The long-winded musical sections when there's the music in the background and they're all hugging each other and they're all like, oh my god, bye, bye. And they do this whole bit at one point, again, spoiler, that they flash back in there. Obviously, because we've got Burnham with the grey hair and, the old prosthetics and things. And then Saru puts his hand out and she lifts it up and all the lights change. And then when it zooms out, they're all young again. Which, again, opens up the thing of that we know Tilly's okay, but we don't actually know if the rest of the crew are okay. Like if Saru are okay, whatever else. So they've opened that door as well. They've left that wide open. We know Tilly's okay, though, because she's still teaching at the Academy. So there you go, Star Trek Academy. You've already got one thing you can't change. I hope the actress that plays Tilly never wants to leave that series at any point in the future because they've already put it in canon that she stays there and has the longer tenure of anyone. So I don't know why they said that. But anyway. So they do that whole thing with the soft lights and everything. Again, this show doesn't deserve it. They should have just ended it on the best high they could and then said goodbye. Maybe had a 2-minute thing at the end where we see the Discovery being decommissioned and just leave it. Instead, they've done this big, fluffy goodbye sequence that lasted about 20 minutes, and obviously opened the door to something else. I don't want to see the Discovery again. Again, they're acting like this is the decommissioning of the Enterprise or something, a ship that's deep in the heart of Star Trek fans. It's not. The Discovery is controversial to say the least. I know some people like it, but generally speaking, most Trekkies that I speak to cannot stand the design of this damn ship. It's horrendously ugly, and I will speak from my own opinion. I hate it. I've always hated Discovery. It's ugly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, do all those other YouTubey things so you never miss any of our new videos. Now, I will say that I dislike the Enterprise G design as well, but the Discovery is worse. The Discovery I've always hated. I know why they did it. It was a throwback to an earlier design of the Enterprise for the original series of Star Trek. But it just... that design wasn't chosen for a reason all those years ago, and it shouldn't have been done now. And even when they did the retrofit, it's still horrendously ugly. So this isn't a ship I ever want to see in the future. Another thing is, though, that the whole thing with the spore drive, it's a technology that they can replicate now if they wanted to, even though they're using that other system instead. So the Federation doesn't need to keep the Discovery anywhere, for future reference. So they better have a good idea what they're doing with that. But from a purely aesthetics point of view, this isn't a ship I want to see again. From a point of view of the series, it's not a ship I ever want to see again. Discovery's done. Let's pretend it didn't happen and move on, please. Because even though it ended on a high, it's still a series that we should forget as quickly as humanly possible. Again, I just don't feel that the creators of Star Trek are reading the room very well. They've done this big hurrah at the end of this episode, this big, again, like fluffy goodbye to a series that a lot of Trekkies don't like. And at very least is divisive, let's say. It's a divisive series. It really divides the fans. I am telling you, you look at the comments in this video and there will be a lot of people saying good riddance to a terrible show. And you won't see a lot of comments saying, oh, it's a shame, we should have gone to the season. Because it's just not been that popular. So what on earth makes Secret Hideout think that they can do a finale like that with the big fluffy goodbye like that and not raise a few eyebrows? If you're going to pretend like a show has done well, okay, fine. But this show hasn't done well. Most fans are glad to see the back of it. And to be honest, pretending otherwise is just lying to yourselves. And that's basically what Secret Hideout have done here. They've lied to themselves. Personally, I think it's good riddance to a series that let itself down almost immediately, following high expectations. There's characters in there that I can't remember and have no interest in seeing again. And even Michael Burnham, even though I like the actress, she's got a lovely smile. She's got one of the faces that is all face smiles. I don't care about her character, and I don't need to see her ever again in Star Trek. I did not need to see that big long goodbye either. Slightly irritating but forgettable moment in Star Trek. But guys, what do you think? Get into the comments and tell me. Have you seen the episode yet? What did you think generally of the season? Was it better than you expected? Is it probably the best season of Discovery we've had? I think probably yes. But it still wouldn't rank up there with any of the best seasons of any other Star Trek that we've seen, if I'm honest. It's better than Picard season 1 or 2. But other than that, get into the comments and tell me exactly what you think. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out. You never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can go to patreon.com/SciTrek, where most of our new videos do premiere first, and you get to see them without the adverts. As always, please stay safe, live long and prosper, and I'll see you next time.